full life cycle of many modern conveniences is facilitated by the use of explosives. From extraction of raw materials and product development to distribution and eventual use, explosives are paramount to preserving and advancing our contemporary way of life. The average American is estimated to consume over 3 million pounds of minerals, metals, and fuels in their lifetime, including over 900 pounds of copper, 800 pounds of lead, and 23,000 pounds of iron ore. As emerging technologies continue to develop, access to raw materials becomes increasingly vital to innovation and meeting that demand. The average hybrid vehicle requires twice as much copper wiring as traditional vehicles. A single commercial wind turbine foundation may contain over 1,000 tons of steel, concrete, and other materials obtained through the use of explosives. The most modern electronic devices, including cell phones, TVs, and computers, contain over 35 minerals, all extracted using the help of explosives. Explosives also pave the way for the transport of these raw materials and resulting end-user products to facilities and markets nationwide. 1 lane mile of highway requires approximately 38,000 tons of aggregate material. The average American will use over 73,000 gallons of petroleum in their lifetime. Even passenger car tires, while called rubber, can be made of over 60% material directly related to explosives, including steel and petroleum-based components. Every year, close to 40,000 pounds of new minerals must be mined per person in the United States alone to maintain our modern way of life. Some of these include over 300 pounds of salt are used in chemicals, highway de-icing, and agriculture. Close to 200 pounds of phosphate rock used to make fertilizers to grow the food we eat. Close to 7,000 pounds of sand and gravel are used to make concrete for infrastructure projects. 28 pounds of aluminum for beverage containers, cars, airplanes, and construction. 34 pounds of soda ash used to make glass, laundry detergent, and medicines. 11 pounds of lead used in car batteries and communications equipment. And over 9,000 pounds of stone to build our roads and bridges. Petroleum is used to make over 6,000 items, including paint, clothing, electronics equipment, antifreeze, lipstick, and even the hair coloring we might use. To power our everyday life, the average American will consume upwards of 330,000 pounds of coal in their lifetime. 400 tons of aggregates go into constructing the average modern home, from the foundation to the countertops to the granules on the shingles. A large portion of the house you live in started with an explosion. While we rely heavily on these resources to maintain our quality of life, many of the materials we take for granted each day are sourced from foreign countries due to availability and regulation. The United States imports over half of our yearly required minerals, including all our rare earths. Through their safe and efficient use, explosives are critical for technological advances, modern infrastructure, and even renewable energy. Whether you're driving to work, turning on a light switch, or sending a text message, you're surrounded by products made possible by the use of explosives.